Hello, and welcome back to our next Minecraft Church episode. We've got a special guest with us here today. Say hello to Xander MO.
Hey there. Oh,
I fell off. Don't die. Oh, great introduction.
yeah.
Nailed it. Alright, well, after that explosive introduction, Alex, your flying machine going off into the distance, who knows where that's going to end up. What do you want to do in your first day in our Minecraft realm?
I think it would be a good idea to build a starter base, seeing as I'm new.
I think that's a great idea. Everyone needs a perfect starter base. Let's go find a new location outside of the high street. We have found this lovely location just outside of the high street for Xander to do his starter home. Can you give us a teaser of what you are planning to build? What's your starter home going to look like?
I'm thinking a big, almost like a hobbit hole in the cliff, but more colourful.
Oh, I like that. I'm going to do a different build completely out of gravel. It's going to be a bit of a riskier build with a worse foundation, as you can probably see behind me. And it's going to illustrate a bit of the story that we're going to talk about in today's episode. So, would you like to do the honors, Xander, and introduce our time lapse?
Here we go.
Here we go.
Jesus said, "The people who listen to my message and follow my advice are like the wise person who built their house on the rock. So that when a storm comes with lots of rain and wind, so even if strong winds blow hard against their house, the house will not fall because they have built it on a firm foundation." Jesus then says, "Other people listen to my message, but they do not follow my advice. Those people are like the fool who built their house on the sand. Then when a storm came with lots of rain and wind, when the strong winds blew hard against their house fell and crumbled into the ground. The storm destroyed it because it was built on a weak foundation." So what that means is that in life, we should not only listen to Jesus, but try and actually apply that advice in all situations. This can help us in so many different areas of life, like if we're struggling or worried, having a hard time with friends, and knowing the best way to live our lives.
All right, and the builds are done. So now we're going to have a little tour. There's a sneak peek of mine over there. We're going to glide down to Xander. And hey there. How'd the building go?
Well, I died a few times.
Yeah, I saw that every few minutes there was a message. Xander's died. Xander's fell from a hollow place. Xander's got shot by skeletons. It's a very dangerous build, this one. All right, so give us a little tour of your, what did we call it? A hobbit hole with style while we were building it?
Yeah.
I like that description. So, over to you.
So if you follow me up the stairs, there's not much decoration in here at the moment, but I'll have a chest room down here, I reckon. And we can come up here to maybe a kitchen. I might put some furnaces up here.
That worked really nicely.
And you can see up here where I've accidentally placed the wrong block on the ceiling.
The one odd block that's going to drive everyone in the comments mad.
A nice detail. And then my bedroom up here, my posted bed. I've got the
very fancy. I like it. Using all of the new cherry blossom blocks, which is very on brand for current Minecraft. Fantastic. Great view of the game district and Pet Llama. It's yours.
Yep.
Nice. I may have killed his owner earlier. It looks like he's not mad at me anymore, so that's a good thing. And this is my gravel concrete build that's completely built out of gravel and concrete. And if you look at it from this very specific angle, you can tell that, hopefully you can tell, it's a basketball with a very colorful with a very colorful crowd behind, I guess. That's the vibe I was going for. If you were to squint really hard, you could picture it as like a giant sea of people in a basketball stadium or something. Xander is our resident pro basketball player. How would you rate the basketball build?
You can definitely tell it's meant to be a basketball.
Okay, that's a good thing. That is definitely what I was going for. So it's close enough. And the only downside of building out of gravel is you can't actually build a roof without the whole thing being gravel. So I have a little doorway which you can get in this way. And that's about as far as you can get into my house. So not quite as inviting as your build over there. So the thing about this though is that we built this for a very specific purpose, and that is because in the story it was all about not having a firm foundation. As you can see, this build is hanging off of a cliff on a bunch of signs, and I'm sure you know what's coming up next. So Xander, would you like to do the honors? Disaster. Very, very epic. Yep, that's my build, all gone. And I get to pick up all of these pieces, which is quite therapeutic, to be honest. We are back inside. As you can see, it's storming outside, so we're well protected in this well-built house. Xander, what did we learn about today?
We learned that as Christians, we're definitely not perfect, but I do believe that the stuff in the Bible says is really good, not just to learn about, to actually put into practice. We want to try our best to actually do what the Bible says, to have a solid foundation to last through the storm of life.
And when someone says that they believe in something but they don't actually act on it, it really sucks. It's hypocritical. It can hurt other people, and it doesn't last long. Just like the gravel house that I built, our reputation, our trust, it can just crumble away. As we wrap up this episode, hit us with some things that we can think about or people could write down in the comments.
When you're learning, is it just in one ear and out of the other ear? Or is it something you're actually trying to put into practice? If you have a faith, is it just something you say you have, or are you actually living it out?
All right, everybody, thanks so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed the episode. Xander, what should people do if they want to stay up to date with what's happening in off-brand culture?
Make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and then join us on our next live stream.
You got it. See you guys later. There we go. Off into the sunset.